Just a couple of silly friends talking about serious stuff.
Hello, welcome back to Not What I Was Expecting. Two friends react to Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. I'm just gonna drop enough for now because I feel like it's time to move on from that moniker. Uh, it has served its purpose. I'm Billie. Hello, lovely to meet you again.
And I'm still Edward. Welcome back. It's been a while, and we're so glad to have you back with us.
Huzzah! Season 4! Very excited. Yeah.
Yeah, today we'll finally be getting into Crazy Ex-Girlfriend Season 4. And I am so excited to finally finish this journey that we began, I think, together over a year ago now, eh?
It has been quite a journey. I don't remember how long.
All right, I'm just looking up the title of the show of this episode.
Thank you. Because I never remember to.
I want to be here.
Aw, you do?
I do.
Me too.
So I think we will be letting you know in the future now that we're back about updated scheduling times and everything, but for now we're just going to get right back into it and start up again with season 4 episode 1, I Want to Be Here.
And please remember to like, comment, subscribe. We love hearing your thoughts in the comments, even if it's just, I think your shirt's cool.
Yep. And if you like what we do, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, leave a comment, and if you love what we do, please check out our Patreon, link in the description.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
Season
ready?
4, episode 1. I want to be here. Ready.
3, 2, 1, play.
You sent me poop?
They say love makes you crazy.
Fucking Trent.
Oh, Trent.
I want to face the consequences of what happened on that roof. So I plead responsible. I mean, guilty.
All right, so she wasn't sentenced yet. She pled guilty. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Plimpton should be here any second.
Should he?
And he stormed out. He seemed really upset.
Daryl.
Nathaniel's gone.
Aww.
I called him, but he won't answer. So I guess I'll be acting as Rebecca's counsel. Full disclosure, I specialize in real estate.
Hey, Daryl.
Are you also her lawyer?
Not yet, because I don't graduate for another couple of months, and then I will, like Mr. Whitefeather, specialize in real estate law, but...
This poor judge.
Don't accept my plea, Paula. What's wrong with you? I thought we were on the same page, but now I guess we were, what, just two idiots smiling at each other?
That I can't accept Miss Bunch's guilty plea. For starters, it wasn't even really a plea. It was more of a speech that you delivered to this lady with your back to me. Romantic relationship with your actual lawyer, who I'm guessing is also in...
Real estate.
I need to do penance.
This is such a white person thing. Be like, oh, yeah, I'll just go to jail because I feel bad.
Can you do like 10 Hail Marys or something? Just run down the field. Like...
County jail for 6 weeks. Now let's see how you like it in there, and then you can come back and have another hearing and decide how you want to plead.
Jail is what I deserve.
I mean, she's kind of right. She's done so many horrible things, but the actual thing she's going to jail for, she doesn't deserve to go to jail for. So it's sort of like questionable, you know?
Yeah.
Is that Rekha Shankar? That's Rekha Shankar. I love her. She's on College Humor and other things. She's great.
It's not a pansy-ass camping trip. It's an intense outdoor survivalist excursion.
That sounds very stupid. It also sounds like some serious toxic masculinity stuff.
Little bit.
I know that you're going through a rough time, you know, with the woman you love publicly rejecting you in favor of incarceration. But Nathaniel, why don't you just go and talk to her?
Stop.
Was that a rejection? I didn't really see that as a rejection of him.
I mean, yes, but that's how he would feel it. Because he was feeling like, oh, you'll plead guilty, you'll plead not guilty by reason of insanity, and then we'll be together. And by not doing that, he feels rejected.
I guess.
I used to think Rebecca was so innocent, sweet. And we all did, right?
When did Hector become the voice of reason?
How many times have you asked that?
I don't know, but it's still weird to me. I like the fact that he's grown up. He and Heather have grown up, and they're together, and I love that.
Yeah, they're good for each other.
Yeah, maybe I also have a disorder.
What, dude?
Yeah, think about it. Okay, those things about Rebecca, like, in life. I mean, I didn't realize being a priest would be such a bummer.
Being impulsive is not a disorder necessarily.
When I whistle in the shower.
Now that you bring it up, it's weird you live with my mom.
Some people can take it too far. And by some people, I mean myself.
Yeah.
Or maybe you're a little oblivious, self-absorbed, and need to be more aware of the world around you.
Nah, disorder.
Or...
Disorder. I have one. I wonder which one.
Is it just me, or does Hector also look more grown up now?
When people ask where you went to college, and you say, I went to school in Boston, and they say, where in Boston? And you say, Cambridge, and they...
This is painful.
Why didn't you just say Harvard? And you say, I didn't want to
Yeah.
sound like I was bragging, and oh my God, I'm in jail. You can comfort me.
Yeah, I'm good.
Ew, get your foot away from my face.
I know.
Activities? What do they have? Anything good?
There's a nonprofit group that comes in and does theater with us.
I'm sorry. Does what?
Oh no.
No.
I loved playing Zip Zap Zop. I wasn't very good at it, but I always enjoyed doing that during rehearsals to warm up before the game.
Zop! Zap! Oh, no. Oh, I messed up. It was supposed to be Zap.
That's okay, Rebecca. Why don't you start us off on the next round?
Okay. I have a question.
Oh no.
No, sometimes we do scenes from plays or films or TV shows.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay. I actually have an amazing idea.
Oh no.
I'm as corny as Kansas in August. High as...
Wow. This really brings us full circle, eh?
Oh right, because she sang it in the opening, right.
I'm in love with a wonderful...
I find it very entertaining because Rachel Bloom has a beautiful singing voice, but Rebecca in universe has a bad singing voice, and it actually takes talent when you're a good singer to intentionally sound bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually really like that.
I've told you before, you're wasting your time. I'm sorry, I want to be here. It was the right decision, and that I'll probably be able to do it before you do Cats. I would never do Cats. Not that much of a dork.
And this came out before the movie, just everyone, before that terrible, terrible Toby Hooper movie.
Oh. Great beating, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, that can't be legal.
Yeah. Oh.
This gets into some interesting consent laws
Yeah.
and policies.
Oh, that's so nasty. Yeah, there's no way in hell this can be legal, because that's a great way to get killed. You cannot consent to someone killing you or putting you in a situation where you could die. Is he doing online quizzes?
Why do I feel like this show is not equipped to handle the discussion around self-diagnosis?
Yeah, because there are times, like, unfortunately, because it can be expensive to get a diagnosis, it can be very difficult to get a diagnosis. doctors don't always take people seriously, especially if they're AFAB people.
Yeah, there's a whole host of reasons.
So there are situations where self-diagnosis is not necessarily the wrong thing, but it can be, you know, I work in the medical field and it can be kind of difficult. Yeah.
Maybe we need to do something more relevant, right? Yeah, something that's more relevant to the here and now.
Cell block tango.
I like the class the way it was.
Me too. Let's play Zip Zap Zop.
Zip, zap, stop. Hear me out.
You're not the only person in the room, Rebecca.
I have the talking balloon.
Rebecca.
Okay, and we put those.
Oh my God, she's the worst. Cell block tango. Called it.
Story, story, what's your story? Story, story, what's your crime? Ratata!
This is awful.
Ratata!
Little bit.
Oh, well, did you at least tell the cops that it was his man?
My boyfriend and I have a son. I can't risk our child having both parents in jail.
It's true. That's a good point. Story.
No, the heat went out of my apartment and I couldn't afford a sweater, so I stole one.
Oh, hey, I stole a sweater too. I got 2 months. How long are you in for?
3 years.
I'm so sorry.
That's a nice bit of sort of like not subtle commentary, but also like very obvious acknowledgement about the imbalance between sentencing of people of color versus white people.
You guys aren't really versed with a sense of story structure, so I'm gonna show you how it's done.
I really like how they're like, all these are really tragic, terrible stories, which is how most people end up in jail. Because jail is about punitive and not about rehabilitation or about actually solving crime. But again, that's a very complicated topic beyond us, I think, a little bit.
You chose to be here?
Yeah.
I think this was supposed to be intentionally uncomfortable and unpleasant to watch.
Yes, very much.
Ta. Ratata. Ratata. Ratata.
Which is a shame, because the Cell Block Tango is an incredible song in real life, and the version we got here was not good.
Ratata.
But effective storytelling.
That's true.
Really
a lot of
effective storytelling.
ratatas. Yes.
That was a lot of information that we got in a quick amount of time. Can you imagine what it would have been like to have that not in song?
Yeah.
It'd be drawn out, kind of boring scene. I actually really like Rachel Bloom's version with the ratatas, and find myself thinking about that often. What's your story?
It's definitely a unique take on the song.
But I think you're right. It was supposed to be very awkward.
Yeah.
And very uncomfortable.
Yeah. They were trying to do the opposite of romanticizing prison, like they do in Chicago.
Right.
Although in Chicago, part of the whole thing is they murder, well, some of them murder abusive partners, some of them murder annoying partners, and murdering annoying partners is not cool. But I think women are much more likely to go to jail for murdering their abusive partner than men are for being abusive to their partner.
I don't know the numbers on that.
I've read that several places.
If I remember correctly, in Chicago, they were specifically on Murderers Row. So everyone there was a murderer or on trial, accused of murder.
Yes. Except that, what was it, Polish or Ukrainian lady who was innocent but could not defend herself.
Right. But she was still accused of murder.
Yes.
Rebecca just went to, like, regular jail.
Yeah.
And I smell daisies.
Daisies have no scent.
They do if you have...
I could actually see him having ADHD.
You don't have any of those things.
You really don't? Yes, I do. Okay, for example, my OCD is why I list things. Watch. Here are the beers you have here. Pilsner.
Yeah, you worked here. That's why you know those. Where did you get these quizzes again?
Quimble Pop. Also, they're doing original programming now. Have you seen Terrier Chef?
That like pet surprise.
These are actual disorders people suffer from, and you're treating it like you're just like identity shop.
I love Heather.
This is the kind of prejudices we've been dealing with for centuries.
Who is we? You just named 8 communities.
It's like you know what he's doing? He's weaponizing therapy speak a little bit. You know what I mean? And I can't stand when people do that.
Now, I think you guys should get on Quimble Pop and figure out what disorder you have that makes you such crappy friends.
Uncalled for.
I'm your friend.
Oh, that's so nasty. I know some people eat bugs, and that's fine, but like...
It's protein.
Oy, Nathaniel.
Time for some dew. Who's there?
Hey, pal. Damn it. How did you find me? Friend them legally, and it turns out they cannot afford another lawsuit. My old camp counselor is the real-life guy from 127 Hours. I wasn't there for him that day on that slot canyon, and now he has no arm. If you want some juicy bratwurst, because I brought a whole bunch of tasty meats.
You're kind of ruining the mood.
I feel like this is a mood that should be ruined.
Maybe.
The ska.
But maybe he did want to feel connected to nature and away from people and noise. Maybe that was healing for him.
I don't think that was it. Of course he likes ska.
And when best friend Trip joined a cult, I just straight up jumped into a frozen lake. Almost lost a toe.
Is it possible that this pain is not therapeutic? It's just more emotional cutting?
No. No, you're wrong, okay? That's not it at all right? Now I'm done talking to you.
Then I'll just have my flank steak and bratwurst all by myself.
Nathaniel looks way better with a little bit of a beard. Like, he looks good when he's got the rugged look.
Yeah, it suits him.
You know what? I have something to tell you. I figured out something huge. I am privileged.
That just occurred to you just right now?
Right. I know. It's a shock to me, too, but I am privileged. And I'm myopic. What? Why?
It's a miracle. Trent woke up from his coma and confessed to everything. To stalking you, to trying to kill Nathaniel. Yeah, the state has no case anymore.
Yep.
I'm glad Valencia's here. I like Valencia.
Oh, you do not still want to stay here?
Rebecca!
People just don't want to stay in jail. I don't understand.
I don't think Rachel understands either.
No one does.
Is this... Oh my god, I was just singing this the other day.
It's like an 80s ballad, sounds like.
Yeah, it occurs to me I might have accidentally sung it to you thinking we'd already watched.
Do you ever feel so alone that if you...
This is one of my favorites.
Have you ever been far from home? So scared you had to roam. And now you're beaten and tired with no one to call a friend.
Rude.
Who doesn't count.
No one else.
I really like Josh's voice.
If only someone could see how alone, how alone only I am. And you're next to someone who is fast asleep. That's so specific. No one knows the rhythm.
Oh, I like how they played with the rhythm on that. That's funny.
It's my... No one gets how alone, how alone, how alone.
This must have been hard to do because they all had to be so like perfect on top of it.
That's impossible.
impossible.
Impossible. Impossible. No one knows the ever-changing rhythm.
Wow.
If only someone could see in 11-part harmony. Hold out my lonely hands. Ah.
That was great.
I love that so much.
I love all the meta joke. Like, first of all, it's like, no, you're not as unique as you think, and I like the commentary. But I love all the meta jokes.
Do you know any good therapists?
Well, I guess Josh is getting therapy.
I'll take one of those meats now.
Oh, look at the little smile. No one knows the rhythm enough to sing along.
Another spicy Italian link?
Duh. So good. So spicy. Let me try some water.
Water?
Yeah.
Here you go.
So much better than dew.
We're playing trumpets now. And then put it at your...
That's enough to break me.
Rebecca just got out of jail.
What? Let me see that.
You see? That news made you feel better. So you need to go talk to her.
Yep. This feels right. This feels good. This feels good.
All right. Let's pack up and go.
Please shower first, though.
That's my life story.
You started at conception. Interesting you know that story.
Okay, so, like, how do we treat all these things I have? Like Dr. Manicopian.
Manicopian.
You don't have any of those disorders. I really wish people would stop taking those online quizzes. They're very inaccurate. Instead, you can think about the choices you make and why you make them.
That sounds hard. Okay.
Oh, poor Josh. I do feel kind of bad for Josh, because, like, he had his whole life put together. Like, he was going to be with Valencia, he had everything going, and then, like, his life has really fallen apart in so many ways. Partly through his own fault, but also partly not.
They were all built on shaky foundations anyway.
Very true.
You okay? Feeling better? Honey.
It is very catchy, that song.
So now you have a choice. Do something good for the world that actually helps people or shut up. But stop whining.
I love you, Valencia.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're right. Right, I need to do something practical.
Sometimes direct communication is helpful.
Systemic, socioeconomic, racial, and cisgender advantages.
Oh, you mean that?
Oh, you mean that? That was great timing. That was great. That was just great.
I still love you, Nathaniel.
Yeah, I love you too. I'm just so glad we can be free and clear now.
I meant what I said in the courtroom. You know, about being a better person, I want to do that somehow.
Right. You want to make some donations, serve on some boards.
No.
I love, like, for him, that's the only way he knows to give back.
Why don't we talk about that after Hawaii?
Hawaii?
Yep. I called the Four Seasons Hualalai, and I got us a room.
Stop making big decisions without her.
You know, I'm so sorry. I have a lot to think about right now.
He just thought everything was going to go back to the way it was. Like, that's not okay.
Rebecca, you were being so silly.
I'm being silly?
And self.
No, Nathaniel, you douchebag.
You just said you love me, right? So can you just do that for me? Can you stop overthinking everything? Every time we're happy, you try to ruin it.
How is asking for a couple of days ruining anything, buddy? Maybe you should go home, shower, and sleep.
I need you to go right now.
Get some real food in you.
And you also go to therapy. Because Jesus, that was horrible.
So what's next, Cookie?
Oh, wow. Nathaniel really fucked up.
What is she doing here?
Rebecca would like to volunteer.
Not with theater. Don't worry.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
With your permission, I would love to try and help you and any of the other women in here.
I told her I thought it was a great idea, and the warden approved it.
Again, I'm here to give legal advice.
And she can't mention Sondheim.
I don't like Sondheim. There, I said it.
We should do Cats.
Do Cats. Great. Sign me up for front row tickets.
Right. Wake.
There we go.
Wake up.
Knew something was up with that story.
Oh,
You just
she got
miraculously
him to
woke up.
convince.
I am not buying this for a second. Coma my ass. I am gonna call Princeton and tell them to take back your degree.
Actually, I went to school in Boston.
Damn
it.
All right, season 4, episode 1. We're back.
We're back, baby. I thought for a sitcom, because ultimately that's what this is, I think they did a decent job sort of pointing out how messed up jail is and how messed up the reasons people can be there are. Again, it's not like that needs hours of discussion and study and whatever, but for the brief attention it was paid, I think they did a decent job.
Yeah. I think I would categorize it as a dramedy.
Okay.
I think there's too much drama for it to be just a sitcom.
No, you're absolutely right. But it's there's a lot of emphasis on the MIDI part of the draw.
Interestingly, there is another show that I often describe as if Crazy Ex-Girlfriend were a sitcom.
What show?
Which is The Good Place.
Okay. Obviously, there's going to be with Nathaniel and her sort of, well, I think a lot of it is going to be her figuring out who she really is and what she really wants. Because she realized that, like, punishment is not what she needs. You know, as Valencia said, you going to jail didn't help anyone you've wronged. So I think that's a large part of it. I also think, again, just guessing, the relationship with Nathaniel is going to be a big part of it. Because he just messed up. Like, oh my God, wow.
Yeah, he's come a long way, but he also has a long way to go.
Yeah.
Some of us start really far back.
Yeah. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for waiting for us to come back and joining us now that we're back.
Yay! We appreciate having you here so much. Bravo!
We love to hear what you have to say. Your comments are always appreciated. And as always, if you like what we do, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment. And if you love what we do, please check out our Patreon in the description below.
Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.